Hi there, Ron here, Variable Play, and welcome to Larong Atid. I will just double check if my stream is running okay and my audio is fine. Let me just double check. Everything is okay. Mic test, roughly. Okay. Um, so I'm gonna start sharing my screen. Hold on. How's your All Souls and All Saints Day, middle of the week? Hope you were able to visit loved ones and get some time to recover. I am just sharing. We just share to the groups. I also know there are some schedules. Okay, yeah, so generally should be fine. Hopefully, and we can in order. Today we'll be talking about ManiPopCon. ManiPopCon is a convention that started. Let me check when did ManiPopCon start. Uh, so it's a convention for geeks by geeks. That's the mantra, and I think they started a few years back. Uh, I think I got to attend the 2019 one. Uh, yeah. Mhm. Oh, cool. Their Instagram is a little bit more confusing. I think we can try loading that. Okay. What have you guys been playing? Go and mention on chat. Um, so, so, Sir Freddy has been playing Conquest, not the convention. Conquest, uh, Conquest Miniature War. Uh, the last argument of kings, I believe. Is it? It's that's the conquest that you guys that Sir Freddy are talking about. I think that is Conquest by Parabellum Games. Is this related to John Wick? That would be cool. Um, art and figures and minis look awesome. Let me pull that up. Uh, so I think this is this one. Ah, those minis. And it's not your usual uh, sort of typical aliens. And although you do have your minotaur looking things, um, but it seems to be quite quite different. So you have different factions. This, I guess, are the humans, the 100 kingdoms. Mhm. And it seems like a fantasy setting, but it's like then you have the spire, Oof, very alien looking. That is pretty sick. Whoa, okay. There's a couple of faces there. I wonder which one is the main one. I guess that's a crown. That's the main guy over there. Hopefully. Um, yeah, I would love to try this um, because uh, I've always wanted to get into minis, but so far mostly board games, minis. But board game, the nearest uh, that I've mini war game that I've played, maybe hmm, uh, not a lot. It's mostly board games. Yes. Where are the goblins? These are still humans. Are they mostly humans? Is that their thing? Hi, good evening, Danilin. Thank you for joining. They will be talking about. Oh, I lost my share. Window. Okay. Thank you for sharing. In terms of the games that I'm playing, I have been playing. Um, okay, I have been playing. My newest fave is at TCG. So Flesh and Blood. Actually, I just taught my son how to play it. We've been playing the uh, round the table blitz decks, and he quickly got got how it works. Um, I particularly like the matchup between uh, Brevant, and um, Ira, because it's such a contrast. You have this very nimble multi-attack ninja, and you have this paladin looking dude that is just constantly trying to. Uh, let me put it up. Around the table, TCG. So I've been playing mostly Ira. Been enjoying the ninja. Um, well, actually, my son and I would interchange. So Brevant, um, really more on the armor. Uh, Massive one attack per turn, but it's like here's 13, 15 damage to your face in one attack. So pretty fun. And then Ira, um, multiple, very small, like dagger attacks here and there. There's a few that can cause quite a bit of damage, but for most of it, her play style is really wearing the opponent down with small cuts, with paper cuts, while Brevant uh, would just massive, massive hit. So he'll just block everything, deflect everything, choose the battles, where he could win, and then hopefully by the time he's able to prep his next hit, it will connect and do enough damage. It'll give him breathing room again, and then he'll have to defend a few turns again. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, it's such a fun game, and it really feels like you're fighting uh, in the flesh and blood. So that's my most fun at the moment that I have been enjoying to play. Okay, we have more people. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining. We have here. Um, so I will be there. One Frederick, thank you for joining. Frederick's question was, am I there um, on for the next 3 days? Yes, I would be there, and we'll talk about it more. Um, Murray is saying, is that the one we played? Yes, this is the one we played. So, pretty fun, and I'm glad I was able to teach it to my son, and he's now very interested in it, and he wants to see more what other decks there are in it. But today, we will be talking about ManiPopCon. ManiPopCon is a Manila pop culture convention, and they're a friend of ours. Got our team. Uh, we we run the convention every year called Bacon. For the ones who are following our stream, then you guys can see uh, and join us then. But we are also normally invited to help other conventions throughout the year to help out in their tabletop areas. We did this for um, Conquest. We did this for ESGS a while back, and other conventions. Sometimes schools would ask us to help out. So alongside Neutral Grounds, um, uh, then I need to remember the name. Let me just double check. Mhm. So there, we are running the tabletop section, and there's going to be a lot of gaming. The cool thing is it's happening in uh, Ayala Malls, Manila Bay. Yes, yeah. Is it? Mm, where's the bit? Uh, I think this is it. I think this is just the entrance. Yep. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go. There you go. So it's in uh, Ayala Malls, Ayala Malls, Manila Bay, and it'll be on 3 floors. So uh, there's the main event area, uh, and there will be 2 other floors dedicated to uh, geek culture, gaming. Our uh, group, Larong Atin, uh, the Bacon group, and Variable Play, we have 30 tables that we can play with, that we can play in. And yeah, so just pretty much bring the uh, board games you have, and you have 3 days. Now, question is, What's the entrance fee? It's a nice mall, and well, it's free. It's absolutely free. Uh, there is a registration on their site. Um, you can also um, uh, register for their events. Uh, some of them will be ticketed, and those would have, of course, cost. Why do they have cost? Well, turns out there's quite a few celebrities that are there. Uh, you have some uh, cool artists that are joining. There's even so you so they're also running these uh, classic cinema movies. They're gonna run it on the cinemas simultaneously for the event, and all you have to do is register because they need the capacity. So you can't just go there. You have to register and then be able to book for the ticket. The watching it is also free. So if you want to watch some Filipino classic movies, it's gonna be there. Uh, a lot of artists. It's also gonna be there. We have here Emily Swallow, um, who's the armorer in Mandalorian. Uh, there's also some After Dark uh, music festivals in there. Of course, a lot of cosplayers will be participating. We have here, oops, Neutral Grounds, who's gonna be running the miniature games and the activities. So I believe um, Magic the Gathering would be there. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Magic. There's got to be some form of Magic there. Um, what I remember, I think I wanted to do a classic tournament, or I'm not sure if it's on the event, but it's one of the things I've heard. Um, yeah, do I need to be logged in to see all of it? Oh, one more thing that's quite popular, of course, is so definitely. So one question from Lynn. Meron bang tabletop area for board games? We have 30 tables just for board games. Just for board games. Uh, so yes, we can play as the big games as you want. Bring out your brew crafters. Bring out a full game of Kemet. Yeah, go ahead. We will have all of the space that is it's quite big actually. I joined the Ocular just a few days ago, and we saw um, the the venue, and it's pretty cool. And the accessibility to food and the accessibility to everything is also quite there. I was also pleasantly surprised about how easy it is to go to the venue. So something that I'm also um, appreciating for this new location. Uh, so, of course, the very popular um, Makenyu, Makenyu, basically the guy in One Piece. Uh, and so he is joining. So a lot of people are actually signing up and to be able to meet Makenyu and probably uh, get some autographs. Ooh. So a nice movie here. You guys can also watch. What else? Oh, okay. So National Book Fairs are gonna participate in the. I believe this is gonna be on the artists alley. There's a lot of comic book artists actually that are joining. We have here AJ Bakar from SS Kaid Comics. We have Toto Madayag, the creator of Libre Comics. Nice, cool. I follow this comics actually. Um, we have special guest from Kawamis Publishing. So some really cool comics in there. Samahang Cartoonista ng Pilipinas is also joining. And have you guys seen this? So the images, I guess, are high resolution. So for the first time ever, I've I've seen an image load one line at a time. Been a while. So Librarian Jello Bookshop is joining. Kevin Eric Raimundo from uh, can't say it on stream, but you guys can read it. Comic Ed, of course, is there. Pen Mix, Pop. Ooh, Pugatagoy is Paul Medina is there. Excited for that one. Okay, so um, those are the uh, artists that will be joining in terms of board games. I guess something that would be nice to talk about is what games am I bringing? So whenever there's convention season, it's especially if it's spanning 2 days, 3 days. Normally, these are the perfect time to bring out games that can't really fit well in a game night. Depends on your game group, but some venues, for example, if you play at Starbucks, Coffee Bean, or the other coffee shops, you normally can't play really long, lengthy games because it closes early. Um, Even if you um, start as early as you can, normally you're coming down from work and then you go to your game night. Hence, you have a limited selection of games that you can play. But I tend to bring the big games, the games that it now kind of happens to be the games I get to play once or twice a year, mainly because it's the best time to play them is during convention season. So I will be bringing, well, definitely Path Light. I can point them to you. Can I twist this? Okay, cool. So you can see there, Path of Light and Shadow, definitely. At the bottom, this is something that I normally bring um, when I'm in a gathering. Just yeah, hold on. There. So I'll be bringing this. Uh, this is actually more of like a solo game, um, honestly, but it it plays well as a group. So this is Ayla uh, and something shiny. It's very interesting in terms of how the mechanics and if you want to experience this, because one of the things about it is sort of a game that when you play you learn about the story and you can't really play it again, but you can you know the ending, but how you get there or different endings uh, you can experience. So it's really fun to play it as a group, and there are multiple chapters, and it's one of those games you wish you could play in one sitting. So I will be bringing this. Um, alongside Path of Light and Shadow, Kemet. Uh, I will be bringing. I recently finally got a copy of Freedom Underground Railroad, so I'm more likely gonna try to learn it and get a playthrough during the event with that one. Dwayne is bringing either Pret-a-Porter or Russian railroads, and then brings Agricola instead. um, I would rather have you bring Russian railroads. I would be happy to see that. Um, but I know there's a new edition for yes, I got the copy of Freedom. I know. So this is something I've been wanting to play, and see, everybody reacted to Freedom. Where did you get Freedom Underground Radio? In social media, somebody posted. I believe he was based in Baguio, and he shipped it. So yep. Um, yeah, of course. I would be bringing. This is also a little bit of a tradition. Um, this game called a box of rocks. So, are you smarter than a box of rocks? That's the question. If you want to find out if you are smarter than a of rocks or not, um, go find me during the event, and go and grab it and play it with your friends. And yeah, you guys will be um, disheartened by, by learning that a box of rocks can outsmart you. I have Spirit Island as well, something that also plays quite lengthy. Of course, Power Grid. It's gonna be in the list. See, you have a lot of Box of Rocks fans. Let's go! Best game ever. um, there is one. I'm not sure if I have. Oh, okay, it's not with me. There's also another convention game I normally bring, um, where it's a flicking game, um, but again works well in a convention setting because you can be as noisy as you want, and nobody's gonna complain. um, and But it's a flicking game. Um, Viva Java is also something. So the full Viva Java game is also something I normally bring because it plays up to 8 players, I think. Um, so quite good. Uh, what I am avoiding a little bit are games that have an app component because it's a little bit more wieldy to lug around the laptop. Of course, you can have them install the app on their phone, but um, it's it's a lot easier if the game stands on its own. What else am I bringing? Um, Brewcrafters, more likely. I will be bringing Brewcrafters because again, it's one of those games that is a bit lengthy, takes a bit of time to play, uh, but it's a lovely worker placement. I, Dwayne, yeah, I agree. I agree about that. Let me see if I can do something about it because I've been thinking about that. There's a problem with the shade of one of the beans in Viva Java, and I do have some paint. Maybe I can do a bit of dry brushing just to be able to highlight that problematic beam with the other beam, and hopefully tell me if you see it better. Because I have been. Thank you for reminding about that because I've been thinking about just sprucing it up a bit. Uh, Import export. So I would have a pack of small games, of course, that just is easy to deploy. Uh, my Agricola is Brewcraft. I would because it kind of plays the same and it feels more accom- um, relatable to me because I like beer more than farming. It's still a bit farming, but you're brewing beer. Um, so and then I'm gonna be bringing aftermath and stuffed fables. Hopefully, we can finally learn how to play this thing correctly because I'm still a little bit confused with the rule book of aftermath. But this is fully painted, so I've been wanting to play that. I also have a Marvel United that's been painted, not by me, so it looks quite nice. Yes, Brewcrafters, top notch team integration, and I do have the Brewcrafters home brewer, just in case you guys want to have like a full drinking theme into it. Um, Someday we will have a convention where the board game sections will have uh, drinking areas too. That'll be cool. Um, like a Dungeon Mayhem. Yeah, I think I still have my Dungeon Mayhem. It's probably in there. Um, but you know what I want to try? Because I know there's a Marvel Dungeon Mayhem. Whoever has a Marvel Dungeon Mayhem, please. I want to see how the team interacts with Dungeon Mayhem. Because Dungeon Mayhem is a really fun, fast uh, game. Of course, I will be bringing my commander decks, my pre-con commander decks, just because it's easy to lug them around. Um, but I will be bringing some. It's the perfect time to bring out your rares. Sometimes there are rares in board gaming, so I'll be bringing this. I don't know if you guys can see it well. It's a little bit small. Yeah, I'll be bringing um, Space Hulk Death Angel. Uh, because again, it, it's a place where I can. Yes, it is Space Hulk. Space Hulk. Let me just remove there. Space Hulk. Death Angel. There you go. So, Space Hulk Death Angel. I'll be bringing that. Yeah, I could bring the D&D restaurant game. It is where is it? It's in here. Yes, but yes, I will be bringing that. Um, ooh, no expansions. Ironically, this is my second copy. The other copy is stuck in one of the boxes in one of the conventions. So this is my second copy of Space Hulk Death Angel. There are no expansions, but it's good enough. Um, ooh, yes, this is a convention game. Please bring people people meeple power games. People power games. People people power. Yeah, there you go. People power game. Um and people power. There you go. Thank you. Um uh because I got to play that. Although we didn't did we finish? I'm not sure if we were able to finish it. I don't think we were able to finish it, but we were giving a lot of problems to Bob and I were giving a lot of problems to the administration. they were Thomas at that time was the admin player, and he was busy managing our um, chaotic um, plays around the country. Um, or so definitely the D&D. Um, what was the name of that inn? It's an inn, but basically it's a restaurant game. You're feeding your heroes. Um, I would also bring wits and wagers, but I need to up, update, refill all of the markers because the markers are all dry. Um, ah, thank you. Yes. Speaking of D&D, Port 7 is running the Dungeons and Dragons. So there will be five tables, I believe, five tables. They're able to run Dungeons and Dragons. Hmm. How can I copy? Hold on. Let me see if I can copy the link. Uh, because the problem is in my Imperium Legends. Yes, absolutely. And we can play. Well, we won't be crazy enough to play eight-player Imperium, right? Because I know Clint has Imperium Classics. Maybe we'll just put them side by side. We play Imperium together, one plays classics, and mix it with so we can mix characters, but we'll do a four-player pod because it will be horrendously long. But we'll have the time. We'll have the time. It's the whole mall hours. We can play all day and cover it with a sheet and then come back the next day to play for the next one. Let me see if I can pull up that link that Freddy said. Where did it pop up? If you can, I wonder how I can copy this. The problem is it on StreamYard. I don't see all of the streams. So maybe Sir Freddy, if you can send me the link on Messenger, then I can pull it up. Um, what else? So yeah. So going back to Wits and Wagers. So Wits and Wagers is definitely a convention game, and um, it's we we hopefully will get a chance to play this. But I need to take note that I have to replenish the markers. Cool. And I don't know. I'm trying to see what else I can bring. Although I already mentioned quite a few, but I'm thinking of uh, seeing what other games. Ah, I remembered. War of the Ring card game. I been wanting to play this. Uh, I know a little bit of the rules already. It's a little bit of a big card game. Um, so if there are people that know how to play it, I would love to be taught. Just to reiterate how it plays, I have a little bit of an idea. Kind of plays like Fab a little bit, where you pitch cards uh, to play something. Um, what I can teach though is Rivals, Vampire Masquerade, um, Rivals, Vampire Masquerade Rivals. Yes. Uh, so Vampire Masquerade Rivals is a card game implementation of Vampire Masquerade, and I have four playable factions that I can also teach. And if you guys are interested in learning Vampire Masquerade, I can do that. Yeah, sure. So Critical Foundation, definitely I can bring that and teach that to you guys. It is a RPG in a box of sorts. Mission based, has all of the components to run it, and I've on my phone I have a bit of um, app that I can do for the sounds, so just to add the feel of it. But what I appreciate with the venue as well is that it's not going to be the usual SMX where you have stages and a lot of these uh, sort of noise generating, not really noise, but um, there's a lot of things that are running and ongoing. And um, I think the venue, with how uh, high the ceilings are, I think we'll be able to hear each other a little bit easier, and I think it's gonna be more conducive to tabletop game. And it's aircon. So what else? Of course, the Unpub team more likely will be meeting there also for playtesting games. If you guys are interested in helping me playtest some games, then uh, please do join us there and give me feedback for the games and the rest of the Unpub players designers who would love to see and hear from people how they can improve their game. Um, of course, the Larong Atin designers would also be there, and we would be sharing with you the games. If you haven't tried out the Filipino-made games that we have done, it will be uh, there for you guys to try out. You can test out and see if the game works for you, and you can try out all the different games in the lineup in our Larong Atin panel playlist. Sir Freddy is launching a new party list, the Larong Atin playlist, panel playlist. But kidding aside, we have some slots through the 3 days. I'm not sure if it's Saturday, Sunday. I think Friday we don't have, but I'm not. Maybe there is. Um, but we will have talks, and in those talks we will be sharing you our as much as we can our experiences and knowledge on game design, on publishing, and other aspects of the industry from designer and publisher perspective. Yeah. So yeah, um, so there's going to be a lot of games, and I really hope that we can see you there. Now, so thank you for everyone who has stayed until now. My ask from you guys is don't just go there with just you. Invite someone. This is the perfect time to introduce tabletop gaming to somebody totally new. You know why? Because you don't have to work hard to try to convince them, because there will be a lot of other people that will help you get them acquainted into tabletop gaming. So if you can make them say yes, oh, libre na kita ng, parang ginawang ano, ginawang MLM. Libre na kita ng lunch. uh, Samahan mo na ako sa Ayala Mall, sa ManiPopCon. Check out the gaming scene there. Pero yung parang pakay mo, mapaglaro ng Power Grid or ng Splendor. But the cool thing is that if you have a game that maybe it's not in your collection, the likelihood of somebody having a copy of that game in the convention is quite high, and likely somebody would be able to teach and help you um, bring your friends, more of your friends, into the fold. So that's always been our in all of these conventions is that aside from, of course, we would love to see you there. But not only that, try to invite your friends, try to invite their game group. We have game groups across the metro. We have one in Mandaluyong. We have one in Las Piñas. We have one in Cavite. And now we have one actually in Carmona, which is technically Cavite, but it's like really border and then Binyan. So it's near near where I live. Um, and we've been meeting. We meet every week or every month, depending on the game schedule, and it becomes a second home. That's the cool thing about these tabletop meetups. It becomes a second home. And if you want to expand your family of gamers, uh, I definitely suggest that you uh, come and visit, even with just you. But if you can bring your friends, I always tell this story. We were playing in one of our convention game group areas. That time it was still in Alabama, and somebody was literally just passing by. We were playing. I forgot what game we were playing now already. I don't think we were playing. The guy looks again, and then we go, "Oh, you want to try and play the game?" And I guess they were alone, so said, "Okay, sure." Um, they sat down and started playing, and they stayed. And it just so happened that right after that week, there was bacon, and they went, brought their friends, and suddenly instant game. And so now, what's really fun about conventions as well is that it becomes a bit of a reunion for everyone, and also a way to network, find other gamers that are near your area, similar industries, similar uh, time zones, similar working areas. Sometimes ganun rin ang challenge because our work diversity is around the clock. So finding people that you can get to play with, definitely being in a convention setting, it's easier for us to network. And that guy I was talking about, I met him. He called me when I did the ocular, and I joined the ocular just a few days ago. He waved and like, oh, hey, you know what? We have a convention. Come by and join again. Yeah, I know I've been busy and we changed venues. It's a little bit more challenging for him, but now he's able to reach out and reconnect again, and hopefully you know get get back to gaming again. So that's me being excited and rambling. I think I could ramble on for hours just talking about the games I want to play. I realize that's just what I did, but it's really the truth. And just thinking about PAX Renaissance is one of those games again that I'm going to be bringing, and I immediately already have an idea who I want to play it with. I know people already that would show up that I know they would like that game, and those are the things that I'm excited about, and I'm really excited about ManiPopCon. I hope you guys can make time. It is on, and just let's go and make sure that we get the details right. There you go. It is on November 17 to 19, mall hours, uh, in Ayala Malls, Manila Bay, and it's free. The whole convention is free for if you're going for the tabletop gaming areas. There are ticketed areas. They do have a registration page. You can go there. So they have tickets for different events. So we can see here actually. So it's not on November 17th to 19th. Uh, there are no age restrictions. So there are different meetup uh, that you can avail, and those are photographs. It's basically for these are the only ones that are ticketed. For all of the tabletop area, there is no uh, tickets for those. I believe for the tournaments, maybe there will be some cost to it, but generally, the cost is only when you are wanting to see and meet your fan, your idol, or you know the uh, celebrities. If you want to meet them, that's the only ones. Everything else free. So no more excuse. It's the best time to go back and meet people and enjoy uh, fun gaming um, right before the year ends. So thank you everyone for joining me today. I hope I was able to share with you the excitement I have for November 17th, ManiPopCon. Thank you everyone for joining me. Until next time, this is Ron Peter. Bye.